If anybody's here right now, I'm sorry. I'm still getting shit together. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Boom, there we go. Everything's updated now. Oh, man. Man. What a fucking day. I had a really long day. That's why I'm saying that. First, and also.
Okay.
First like, wow. Wow. That is crazy because you found it organically. I haven't even posted it yet. Crazy because you found it organically. I haven't even posted it yet. Oh god, that's breaking me. I didn't realize it was playing like that. I apologize. You just heard me back to back to back there for a second. That's okay. I love the sound of my own voice, so it's fine for me. How you doing though, Anonymous? How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna be getting right into it once I get started. I love the sound of your voice. Oh, thank you. Don't tell Grassroots, he might get jealous. Just kidding. He can never get jealous of me. Or of you, because he loves me so much. Where's the Connor chillin'? What is up? What is up, Beef? How you doing? How you doing, Jorkin? Now you're jorking me, bro? Man, he's really not gonna like this, huh? Grassroots, if you're there, when you're there for either the VOD or in just a second, I'm very sorry for all the things this man is saying. I've never met him before in my life. I promise he's not jorking me right now under the table. He's not. He's not. He's not. Beef, how you doing, brother? Dude, I've had a fucking... I mean, it hasn't been like it's work from home, right? So it can't be that bad. But it's been a fucking day. He's lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Okay, I'm sworn to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That is my sworn duty. All right, God told me I had to. And I hallucinate every night, so I always see him. He tries so hard not to react live on stream, and I'm trying so hard to make him react, but he's a soldier. It's true. It's true. Stop. Stop. Okay, that joke has gone on far enough. I've taken it to its logical conclusion. We're going to move on. Unless, of course, Grassroots get here and we can make him jealous. Then in that case, we might do that. But today's been crazy. Politics JK, what is up, man? Love your stream yesterday, by the way. Shout out to, I'm pretty sure it's, what, Cross Culture Politics? Is that it? But yeah, man, great stream. It was good watching you. I felt like you had good energy and shit. It was fun to watch. And speaking of, I'm going to pull up a little, I'm going to try to find what might go well. I don't know what's going to go well. Cross Current. That's it. Cross Current Politics, which is really good. It's a really good name. I like it a lot. Honestly, I think I had the most, it was super edgy. It was my gamer tag in 2011, 2012. I think it was the best. Branding reasons, if I can grow it. And thanks. Yes, Cross Current. Watch him when he streams, whenever it happens. Bud, what is up? 1239, how you doing? Went to the gym today to do back, biceps, shoulder. Did 18 total sets of bicep curls, including inclined and standing hammer and regular bicep curls. Dude, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Massive pumps. That's what that's a lot of curls. He ain't lying, brother. He ain't lying. That's a lot of fucking curls. That's a lot of fucking curls. But I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have been well. I've been pretty good. It's been a heckin' long time, heckin' long day. All right, I'll download an update for Elite. Why not? I'm not playing it today. But on the docket, really, it's both slop and not. We have the Pam Bondi hearing. Very excited. Don't dox me. My last name's Key. Okay. So you ever see a serial? Okay. All right. Cool. Well, I won't say what you told me, but cool. I wonder if anybody... So this is the AP official, right? Because I like pulling from AP. Very interesting comment there at first. I don't want to sit here with the glazing because I feel like we can always see the glazing. If you want to see the glazing, just start from the beginning. I want to find where it starts to get spicy. There were parts that I saw obviously with Connor, but I don't know anything about later parts. I believe somebody gave us a link that we'll start with as like a taste of what's to come. Come. Paul with Games, hey, all good here. Really enjoyed your stream. Thanks. Appreciate it. Cool. Well, whenever I actually play a game. Oh, no, this is one of those things. All good. But anyway, so we are going to get into where we some good stuff from PBS NewsHour, actually, funnily enough. It's only about 7 minutes. It is the sometimes Chad, sometimes insane Thomas Massey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Sorry, let me pause that. Yo, Bondi hearing, Trumper shoots daughter, SAVE Act passed at House, quite a day. Yeah, not really excited about the SAVE Act. I'm going to have to definitely look into that, especially for my wife, to make sure that everything matches up. We might have to get her a copy of some stuff to make sure she can vote. Because again, that's the whole point. The point is to make voting harder under the guise of making it more secure, even though our voting has pretty much always been secure. And like election fraud is very, very limited. It's very few and far between. It's maybe a couple thousand votes, not even a couple 100,000. And I'm honestly probably being super duper liberal with the 1,000 marker. I don't even know if it's that much. So for it to be a big focus is kind of laughable, especially after January 6th, especially after the stuff with the fake elector slate and scheme. Like all that shit just makes it insane. But anyway, Bud 123 said the custom pre-workout that I formulated gives me massive gym pumps based. I need a tighter shirt and I can do a portrait gym photo post-workout pump I can use for a dating app profile. There you go, dude. Hey. Being big is easy. Or not easy, but it's good. Being big is easy for scoring ladies who like big dudes. So, and it sounds like you've been really putting the work in, man. I'm really happy for you, brother. I'm really, really fucking stoked for you. It reminds me of another buddy. He comes around the stream sometime. His name is Yami. He was somebody back when I first started streaming and I had done it for a while. He'd been somebody I communicated with a lot. And like we had done a lot of like weightlifting tips back and forth, and so to see his progress, man, has been insane because it's been a couple years. We kind of fell out of contact, but since I started streaming again and I saw him again there one night, it was fucking awesome. Dude's a fucking monster now. It's great. He posts on I think TikTok, so I've been seeing it there, liking it and reposting it and shit, trying to spread him because he's a good dude. He deserves it. Let me turn on my lights. I always forget that. You'd think by now I would know. I'm actually really sad that the ring light's done because I like not having to stare at this. Maybe we'll put it down low. I don't really like it. I don't like that. It's not even enough. That's better. Okay. Worst case I've seen is what looked like 16 per 10,000, but that was in a small community of less than 10,000. And that's the worst case that's ever happened. It's 0.16%. Like, the numbers don't lie, man. I lost some weight recently, but I look back bigger. Yeah, but if you're not drinking as much water, or even if you're working out enough to like sweat out a lot of the water that you drink, you may not be necessarily like super dehydrated, but if your pee is a little bit yellower than usual, that's a good sign. Drink water. Drink water now. Okay, so it's been fun chit-chatting and yik-yakking, waiting for people to come in. But if this is the crew, this is the crew. My real grill hottest are going to show up. That's who's here. Baby on the Senpatio. Good idea. See? I usually reserve that for Mir. I don't know if Mir's out there in the crowd tonight, but Mir, if you're watching, you better drink some fucking water, dude. Because when we would play D&D, she'd get a little tipsy and be like, man, I'm really drunk. And be like, hey, drink some water. And she'd drink some water and she'd be a little bit better. And it was great. It was good times. And then also, I just know a lot of people don't drink water generally. but it's very good for you and you should do it more. Let me focus up. And in case it's not extremely obvious, I'm also drinking water. Of course you are, Anonymous. You're drinking tons of water. Russian water. Am I right, fellas? All right. So, to get us started after you've taken your big gulps, cheers for your big gulps. This is going to be kind of a little taste of what's to come with Representative Massey, Thomas Massey. I think he's from, I don't remember where he's from, but he's kind of a libertarian-esque. And he is going to be grilling Pam Bondi on the Epstein stuff. He is one of the more Republican right-leaning guys who has flipped, and it's fantastic, and we love that. And I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Kentucky. Okay, so he's from Kentucky. Thank you very much, bud. Thank you very much. So Representative Thomas Massey from Kentucky about to grill the fuck out of Pam Bondi. Maybe. I haven't seen the clip. That's my guy. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. He's not a bad one. Not a bad one. All right, so we'll get started now. Let me like it because we're good people. Don't forget to like the stream right now. Like it. I'm also turning it up. I'm going to turn this down a little bit on my end, and we should be good to go. Excuse me, he's a gentleman from Kentucky? My bad, my bad. He's dat boy from Kentucky. Oh shit, what up?
Behind me, I have 3 documents from the DOJ production that are emblematic of the massive failure of the DOJ to comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act.
True, they have fucked that up so hard.
To my right is an email that was sent by the victims' lawyers to the DOJ. It was a list of names not to redact. A list of names not to release. What did the DOJ do with this email? They released this email in the document production. Literally the worst thing you could do to the survivors, you did. And they're getting phone calls. A lot of these people didn't want to be known. And we know you touched the document because you redacted one name and you redacted the lawyer's name, but you left the survivor's name there.
That is absolutely insane. How do you fuck that up that bad? Like, look, man, I understand working long hours, all right? I just got off overtime shift. I was able to make dinner, chill with my wife a little bit. Now I'm here streaming. Fucking insanity to fuck up this bad on something this important. I know you have a lot of people doing it, but like, holy fuck. It just boggles the mind. It boggles the mind. Anyway, Games for Kids says, I couldn't get my AI generator to overwrite the copyright protection, but superimposing Pam Bondi's face on a Princess Leia on the R2-D2 hologram saying, help me, Jim Jeffries, you're my only hope, would go so viral right now. 100%. That shit would go crazy. I don't think I've seen someone protest to the chairman this much ever. Dude, that's a big part of it too. She was whining so hard, and we'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. We're just starting off with this. It's very short, and we'll let it play.
The next document I want to show you, that was in the title, the victims' survivors' names, all right? The title of this one is Child Sex Trafficking, Co-Conspirators, Fully Redacted. And by the way, I'm going to unredact them here. Les Wexner is in this. Now, your your deputy attorney general said, oh, well, he appears hundreds of times in the files. But he doesn't appear in this file until I forced you to release it, where he's listed as a co-conspirator, not to tax evasion, but to child sex trafficking, not to prostitution, not to money laundering, child sex trafficking. And then finally, what we have here is...
Real quick, they were asked to release the fully unredacted files, and they obviously didn't do that. They fucked it up so badly that they released victims' names fully unredacted. They then, this Lex Wexner guy, who I think Connor was crashing out about, right? And like, he was the one who was like following like the breadcrumbs, and maybe Epstein is actually like, he was doing the who is Pepe Silva bullshit. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane that our government and people are supporting our government just straight up lying about what they've released. Like, people won't believe their fucking eyes. It's insane. It's just
exhibit that I have is emblematic of the FD 302 release. These are the documents that we need that you're holding on to and over-redacting because they have the names of the men who are implicated.
Which is
How do
fucking
we
crazy.
know? Because the survivors gave testimony to the FBI, and it's in there. And what happens when you go to the portal at the DOJ to look at what's behind this redaction? Another redaction. So we can't even see them. And then there's some of these files you've pulled down from the website that we will never see because we can't search the redactions.
That is just insane. That is just this is like the most blatant fucking cover-up. I think I'm genuinely trying to think of something similar, and I really can't. And that's kind of fucked up because, like, you know, most transparent government in history. Am I right? Fed post, Fed post, Fed post, exactly anonymous, exactly. Fucking exactly. Victims' names, their nude images, phone records are all out there in the files. But the rapists? Nah, bro, those dudes fully redacted. Don't even fight. They're double redacted. They're so fucking redacted that Congress can't even see them. But, you know, whatever. Fuck it, I guess. That guy is spending money to primary Massey, isn't he? Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So I have several questions for you. Who's responsible? Are you able to track who in your organization made this massive failure and released the victims' names?
I'm going to tell you right now, working with, I don't work in the government, but working with systems that, you know, are like intranet systems, there's no fucking way they can't track that. There's no fucking way that there's not like a last accessed by or last edited by fucking thing. There's no way. There's no way. Unless, of course, they're just going off of like, well, I don't know. I'd have to double check if a PDF editor has the ability to check files like that. I'll have to see. Oh my God. Yeah, they absolutely know. They absolutely know.
Are you able to track who it was that obscured Les Wexner's name as a co-conspirator in an FBI document?
Please tell me.
Do you have that kind of accountability?
That is the name of the game, okay? If there's one thing I can impart onto you, if there's one thing that actually fucking matters out of all of this, it's that there's zero accountability. Nobody in this administration will take accountability. So until they fucking do, everybody is implicated. Until one person, and that includes fucking JD Vance for Connor. I know. Vance is super gay or whatever. But like all of these dudes are implicated in this. I cannot vote for anybody in this administration until they come forward and say, yeah, hey, you know, all of these names and shit, this is what they are. If Marco Rubio was truly still based, he'd step forward and he'd do that. He'd be a fucking man. Instead of a pussy, a giant pussy, he'd be a man. Also, like the stream, subscribe, super chats when I get them. I love you very much. Kisses. Let's keep going.
I believe Wexner's name was listed more than 4,000 times.
Literally, so politics, JK, sorry, we were just getting started with, you know, the witch Bondi. I'll pull it back just a second. But politics, JK just hit the nail on the head. What? You get fired but then elected in 2028. Exactly. Like, I would be so much more comfortable voting for anybody who steps up and says, these are the names on the files, strike me down, and I will, you know, be more powerful than you could ever possibly imagine. Fucking cut the brakes on my car. I will go down a martyr forever. You're gonna rot in prison like the fucking pig you are. Holy fuck. That's a good read on Rubio. Yeah. Dude, if Rubio was a true based Republican, he'd step up and he'd say, hey, this shit's crazy. It's unchristian. It's un-American. It's definitely not Catholic. And it goes against like everything that he should believe in. But instead, there he is, I guess, being a pedophile too. Like, that's all I can think. The DOJ would be internally investigating this if they had any integrity left. Yeah. Well, I mean, they'd let fuck. I mean, then the DOJ could come back and say we found nothing wrong. If I trusted them to do it, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. It would be boys if it were to be Catholic, to be fair. True. But he wouldn't care if it were boys and it was girls, so he would care. Got you. I disavow myself.
Was listed more than 4,000.
I disavow you too.
Times.
With love. Parasocial love.
about I had.
Yeah, I already told you that.
Can I
This is
fin-
where he's listed as a
Can I
co-conspirator.
finish my answer? Come on, let me finish my answer.
I remember vividly. Fuck. Who was it? It was a Mr. Medicare video. And it was on Kurt Eichenwald. That's it. It was on Kurt Eichenwald. And like some Fox News reporter asked him a question. And he was like, if you'll let me answer, if you'll just let me answer, please let me answer. Please just let me answer. And the dude had like stopped talking. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. Cash and Bondi gotta go, both too shady. True. What up, Bambi? Bambino? She's committed to transparency. Why did she spend the entirety of this hearing avoiding answering the questions? Girl, we both know why. We both know why. Because she a lying motherfucker. That's why. She a lying motherfucker. The whole admin is lying. And it's fucking... I don't know how you don't watch this shit as like a righty, like somebody like me who I was righty and then I moved. I'd be fucking... Oh, this would hurt my fucking, like, this would hurt deep in my balls, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know for the ladies in the audience, if you get like, you know, hurt ovaries or like, you know, the deep pain, like a gut punch, but way deeper. Maybe that's like giving birth. Who knows? But like, that's what I would feel like right now if I was watching this and I hadn't already like basically fully moved away. Holy fuck. Because like she's sitting right in front of the victims and she's talking all this shit. It's crazy. Button 1, 2, 3. Fuck. The spoilers, bro. She's not going to answer the question.
We corrected that within 40 minutes. He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
Reclaiming my time.
I'm going to answer this question.
Reclaiming my time.
He was,
Mr.
She won't look at them at all. And when every single one stood up and every single one raised their fucking hand when they were asked, have you tried to contact, you know, the DOJ and gotten nothing? Elaney, what up, what up? How you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, dude, fuck Pam Bondi. She's fucking cringe. This is just so crazy. And yeah, she won't look at them. She won't look at them at all. She won't look at the victims. She's barely looking at the people she's talking to. Just like by the fucking body language, you can tell she is just incredibly uncomfortable. She's hating every second. And yes, she's pointing fingers. Well, all of it is whataboutism. And I fucking hate whataboutism because it's so stupid. This was around during Obama. Yeah. Yeah, it's just holy shit.
See how this works.
Can I have my time
He
back?
was
Mr. Chairman.
Like the redactions happened under Obama. Yeah.
The gentlelady can give her answer. The time belongs to the gentleman from
All right,
Kentucky.
I'm reclaiming my
Can
time.
I give my answer?
So
Yes.
I'm going to put the language of the bill up on the screen.
Chairman.
Also, can I just say real quick, Thomas Massey is recovering. I know he had some weird shit about chemtrails, I think maybe. But like he is recovering so much ground here for me. And I know he's probably playing it because it's such a fucking easy dunk. It's such an easy W. And I'm sure if I went back and I looked, I'd be like, oh, that thing sucks and that thing sucks. But right now, dude, I'm so glad he's fucking bulldogging, dog. He's just in there. All of them are. Everybody who's actually like gives a shit is really giving a shit. And I love it. I love it. Elaney, also very true. Be better than Obama. Be better than Obama than Pam Bondi. What the fuck are we supposed to do? Yeah. She's a caged animal right now, says Bambi. But the Dow has never been better, dude. Jesus. The Department of War or is it the Dow Jones? Either way, it's fucking embarrassing. If Obama was a crappy person, you can be better than him, Pam Bondi. True.
Does I have another?
So the text says, in general, not later than 30 days after the date of the enactment of this act, the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, shall, subject to subsection B, make publicly available in a searchable and downloadable format all unclassified records, documents, communications, and investigative materials in the possession of the DOJ, including the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office that relate to Epstein, Maxwell, flight logs or travel records, including but not limited to manifests, itineraries, pilot records, not pirate records, customs, immigration, yada, 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 all related to or used by Jeffrey Epstein. Individuals, including government officials, entities, corporate, nonprofit, academic, or governmental with known or allegedly ties, any immunity deals, non-prosecution agreements, all that shit that basically the sweetheart deal that Epstein got. I want to see that shit too. Internal DOJ communications, including memos, meeting notes concerning to charge, not charge, investigate, or decline to investigate Epstein and his associates. Basically, they're asking for everything and they're not getting shit. And then number 8, all communications, memoranda, directives, logs, metadata concerning the destruction, deletion, alteration, misplacement, or concealment of documents, recordings, or electronic data related to Epstein. Basically saying, if you delete shit, we want to know. And we want everything. Everything you talked about, everything about it, give it all. And they haven't. They've totally not, which is in contempt of Congress.
Answer on that?
Here's
It's a political
the question.
joke, and I need to give my answer.
This is a political joke. Fuck off. This is about the victims, dog. This is about the people who were fucking abused by these fucking animals that need to be fed to wood. No, not the victims, but these animals that need to be fed to wood chippers. These poor victims deserve some kind of fucking justice. They deserve a ton of justice. And the fact that you're standing in the way of it should never be forgotten. Every single motherfucker that has been standing in front of these Epstein files and turning from it's super important to nothing to see here, folks, needs to be held to account for the rest of their days. They should be fucking tarred and feathered, and there should be a sign hung around their necks that is heavy and welded to their flesh that says protected pedophiles. And that's it. That's how you take care of it. She's so embarrassed. 100%, dude. I mean, just listen to her. She's got no cool. She's got nothing here. Nobody wants to deal with this. Politics, enjoy your lurk, brother. I'll see you if you're back, and if not, it was good having you here.
We'll let
As a chatter and still as a lurker. One of my
the
favorites.
Attorney General respond, and then the gentleman can move to his next
Chairman,
question.
it's my time.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question.
You can give
Within
me-
40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes
You
of me catching you red-handed.
Red hand.
Yeah, red-handed, dog. You got caught red-handed. The fuck you mean? Man, I'm not going to be able to make it through all of this, but like, holy fuck. Holy fuck, dude. Pam Bondi gains nothing from protecting Trump. True. The only thing she would maybe gain is like a pardon, but I don't even know if Trump's going to do that, dog. And honestly, if Trump gets pardoned for this, he still might fucking like, I'm not going to Fed post. What's a red hand? Eye roll? Yeah, right. It's so fucking stupid. Bambi said they deserve at bare minimum an apology, but they don't even get that because her ego is bigger than the files. True, but just as flimsy as their attempt to hide them. Double true. Like they built their fucking... Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Pardons aren't guaranteed, exactly. The truth of the matter is that, well and truly, this could all be nothing. The fucking, like, files could be nothing. The, like, it could lead to nothing. But I'll tell you what, man. After all this talking up and all this fucking obfuscating, I'm pretty sure there's something going on up there with all those fucking, you know, rich people. I'm pretty sure there's something going on. They work on certain crimes, not murder or rape. True, true. Well, we'll see. Beef Supreme said, I'm in a horrible mood today. I'm about to do the biggest dab I've done in like ever. Well, brother, cheers to that. Blinker check for all my homies.
There was one redaction out
Where
of
he's
over
listed as a
4,700,
co-conspirator.
Okay.
and we invited
what?
you
Show the
in.
video.
This
Show
guy
the-
has Trump
Gentlemen.
derangement syndrome. He needs
Show
to
the
get. You're a
You literally have Trump dick-sucking syndrome, bitch.
failed politician.
Gentlemen,
You need to
time
get
I
on
want you to
things
watch the
matter.
video.
Mr. Chairman, please restore his time and remind the witness of the rules
himself.
here.
There is
Time.
no credible information. None. If there
Don't even get me started on fucking Kash Patel, bro. Look at those beady eyes. Those are the fucking... That's the look of a man who has never seen a woman naked. I'll tell you that much. Well, my weed guy is dead. Oh, fuck. Guess I'll stop doing weed, said nobody ever. Yeah, basically. Oh, Elaney, yeah. That had just stopped with Jeffrey. Oh, dude, there's probably more going on. And there's probably, like, shit related to stuff, you know, after Jeffrey's death. I don't know, man. He might still be alive. I have a buddy who's pretty convinced there's a guy down in South Florida who is doing a lot of meth and looks just like Jeffrey Epstein, but bald. So she's fangirling, but also sports TDS. Nah, please tell me, where is this sorry ass been? Bro, Kash Patel has been fucked off because everything he touches, much like the rest of this administration, goes to fucking shit. There's a reason they don't want to talk about his ranch. Yeah, there's a reason why they're keeping it to the island. They were cloning brother. Were they? What? That's wild. That's wild.
were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals.
He did, though. Like, we know he did. There are victims who said he did Cash Patel, you slimely, weaselly little fuck. I love that one. There are several Jeffreys. The one that was killed. Okay, all right, Eleni, you gotta get me some sources on that shit, and it better be goddamn peer reviewed. Okay, I don't want to think about multiple Jeffrey Epsteins walking around. All right, dog, you're gonna fuck me up like that. There's one in Israel, one in South Florida, like you said. I mean, I'm fucking around. It was a guy who's like bald and not actually. He was. Oh my god. Of course. Well, there's okay. So there's at least two. Where's the real Jeffrey Epstein? Is he like in the North Pole acting like some kind of fucked up reverse Santa? No, we got peer reviews for the cloning. I heard about it too. Did you see the one in Israel? No, I haven't. But there, to be fair, there are doppelgangers all around like the fucking world. Okay, there are like people in China right now who, I don't know, look like Donald Trump or some shit. It's literally him. Well, I mean, I don't know. I look, listen. I'm gonna let you have that conspiracy. I want you to give me detailed notes because I have a conspiracy night coming up Friday. I forgot I'm not gonna be able to stream Friday because I have that conspiracy night. It was supposed to be a Saturday. Now it's a Friday, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Sorry. So that really fucking sucks for you guys. But send me those conspiracy notes. Maybe I'll make up a little thing, and maybe instead of doing birds aren't real, I'll do Jeffrey Epstein was cloned and is still alive. I think that'd be pretty cool. I could do my birds aren't real presentation tomorrow. I think that'd be fun. We'll start off with that. But anyway, in the meantime, back to this slimy, weaselly little fuck.
Is that your position as well?
My position is any victim who comes forward, of course, we would love to hear from them. 1-800.
Sorry, it was a it's our friend group Brooke and Vaughn. I guess it was really only them. They sent the invite, not me. Otherwise, I would have invited you. I would have invited everybody. It would have been a really big thing. A big what to do. Okay, I might be getting sidetracked here. What is this? How? Oh. Okay, I understand. Why is it? What the fuck? Is it live? Is this a live stream? I'm not watching a live stream. What the fuck?
Epstein was taken to Beekman Hospital.
Okay, I hate that. I hate that. Sorry, buddy. Look at the warning. Yeah, what the fuck was with that warning? The suicide warning? That's crazy.
800 call FBI. Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years?
Hey, dipshit. The fucking files were sealed until 2025. Mossad work is crazy.
Did you talk about Epstein?
I'm reclaiming
at all
my
the
time.
last
I'm
4
glad you're
years?
asking about Merrick Garland.
You don't get to reclaim
because
time
this
when
is
you don't-
bigger
when
than
you can't-
Watergate.
when I don't answer a question the
this
way you
goes
want.
over 4 administrations. You don't have to go back to Biden. Let's go back to Obama. Let's go back to George Bush. This cover-up spans decades, and you are responsible for this portion of it.
And that's
Now,
where the
God damn, Massey. Keep it going, bro. Fuck her. Holy shit.
I want to know at what point did the FBI and the DOJ decide that Lex Wessner was not a co-conspirator? Because our Epstein Files Transparency Act requires you, please put it back on the screen, please, to release the internal decision about whether to prosecute him or not, and it's not in the files, and it's not in the files for any of these other men.
Time of the gentleman has
Which,
expired.
may she answer?
and he's a hypocrite because he
Listen to that. Just totally moving past it. What a slimy, weaselly little fuck, bro. Bondi is such a fucking weasel. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. But yes, Thomas Massey, fucking based. 110% on the based meter, all right? 110% on that shit.
voted against the ban that we were talking about on deep fake AI porn.
What does that have to do with the very real fucking sex crimes on an island? What? What? How does that? Where did I? So on one hand, we have something bad. Deepfake AI porn. Very bad. On the other hand, oh, we just have a giant sex trafficking ring that spans multiple nations, multiple decades, and possibly like multiple presidents of the United States of America. Yeah, dude, these teams are totally fucking matching up, dog. It matches up perfectly. Pam Bondi, that's a perfect whataboutism, bro. You're right. Holy shit, that whataboutism is great. You really, that's fucking, woo, woo, yeah, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? Look how cool I am upsetting the right people. What did you do this time? Rage Against the Machine? Take the power back? What the fuck? Why does it? I'm pretty sure Rage Against the Machine does not talk about suicide that much or like idolize it like that. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's wild.
Only 2 people voted against it, and you were one of them, hypocrite.
If fucking okay, look, here's the thing. Massey could run for president, and I think he'd make a convincing run. I don't know about his other shit, but on this alone, it would be huge because if he could like go with, hey, we're getting rid of all of these pedophile fuckers from the government, and they're not coming back. That's a winning message right now. That is a big W message, and I think it's gonna be one that rings until 2008. There's none in it. Yeah. I figured. They're just doing this to videos that upset them. That's so fucking funny.
The gentleman's time has expired. She didn't answer the question.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman, could she answer the question?
Chairman, I was wondering.
The general lady's allowed, the Attorney General's allowed to respond the way she wants to respond to any member's questions,
Pussy!
Republican, Democrat.
All right, I have unanimous.
Thank you for my crash out. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed the crash out. I can get very animated. I hope your earbuds hurt a lot from that. Kisses.
Consent request.
Gentleman's recognized for a UC.
All right. This is an example. I'm submitting these 302 forms that are entirely redacted, even when you go to look at them.
Without objection.
I'm submitting a witness statement that implicates Les Wexner.
Without objection.
I'm submitting an article from the New York Times that the DOJ released nude photos and identifiable pictures of the victims.
God damn. You're at about a 5 out of 10 on the red face droopy eyes is because you tapped into my rage. Good. I'm glad. 5 out of 10 volume. Good. I'm glad my volume wasn't too loud. I don't want to be too loud when I'm fucking crashing out because I do that a lot. But I don't want to be too loud. But like, I feel like, okay. Sometimes it's definitely not crash out worthy. This is crash out worthy. Like, am I wrong here? Is this not 100% crash out worthy? Like, this bitch just lying. Just fucking pivoting and looking through her burn book frantically going, God, what can I say you suck at? Bud123, because it's a fucking joke. Whoever the representative is in charge sucks nuts and should be terms of service. Fed post, Fed post, Fed post. Indeed. He should be terms of service.
I'm submitting a letter from AG.
In a video game, in Minecraft, not in real life, online only, no real life. Please. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Bondi.
Dude, I don't know how either. I'd be freaking the fuck out. I'd be screaming from the top of my lungs. Why are you defending a pedophile? Why are you defending a rapist? Why are you doing this? Beef, it's all about the fucking the whataboutism. For people who don't like, you know, understand what it is. Oh, did I get this motherfucker? No, I didn't. There's some fucking thing flying around. I'm trying to get him. But for people who don't understand like whataboutisms, like, or like how shitty it is and how it's a kind of a bullshit debate tactic. Like people who don't understand that, they're like, oh dude, this is so fucking cool. She's so fucking good. No, she fucking sucks. She's really bad at this. Just saying.
Cash Patel, imploring him to quit keeping the files when you found out that they were keeping files from you, because they're still redacting files that you.
Chairman, are we going to recess for votes?
Yes, we are.
I'm submitting for unanimous consent a document of 17 individuals who've resigned because of the Epstein files.
Without objection.
That is crazy. 17 people have resigned. Did you watch Jared Mouskowitz? No, we this was our like primer. All right. So I didn't start with the original. This is just Thomas Massey. We're going to get there. I'm assuming I'm probably going to start in the actual video around here because this is about where I fell off.
Support journalism.
That was crazy. That was wild. Thomas Massey went off, bro. The better tactic would be to ask simple questions. Why did you redact this guy's name? Why did you redact his name? Call her out for not answering the question. Yeah, but then they're still wasting fucking time, man. Ultimately, like, that's their thing. Dude, Jared is a closer. It's critical closer. It's critical hit. It's so good. All right. We'll see where Massey is. I don't see Massey anywhere. I might have skipped past him. Did this lady go off? This lady looks like she's going to go off.
When you talked about Project Safe Neighborhoods, we've done a lot.
And Mr. Himes.
The Democrats are the ones that said Pam Bondi did not answer Congressman Massey's questions. We got some serious questioning to do. True.
And a letter of response from her to them about who invited her to Atlanta.
Yep,
and
there
a
we
copy of the search warrant. And I'd also like to just make clear for the record, the reason people in Memphis weren't going out was because the ice was on the ground and we were afraid we'd fall. But other than that, we go out all the time.
Rarely
We were afraid we'd fall.
Rarely get any accountability. And the Epstein files contain evidence of a multi-decade international criminal conspiracy involving some of the wealthiest and the most powerful people in the world. There's evidence of financial crimes, political corruption, sex trafficking, and of course, horrible sexual abuse. And I want to remind everybody, this isn't a game. These are real people, people who have suffered, who are sitting here with us today, and they deserve answers and they deserve accountability. And I'm here to try to get some for them. Now, I've seen some of the unredacted Epstein files. And
oh, got it, Fel. You'll have to let me know if I like scrub past him. I don't know where he is in this. Is it this guy? Like, if you could send me a picture of him or something, that would probably help.
obviously, as you know, President Trump's name is all over them, but so are the names of other senior Trump officials. Howard Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce, John Phelan, the Secretary of the Navy, and Stephen Feinberg, the Deputy Secretary of Defense. These men were appointed by President Trump to senior positions in his administration. All of them have clear and confirmed ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Attorney General Bondi, yes or no, has the Justice Department asked Secretary Lutnick about his ties to Epstein?
Before she answers, let me talk with chat real quick. Congressional hearings like this usually tend to be the beginning of the end for people. She's going to be on her way out soon enough. Inshallah, it could not be soon enough. Eleni said, you want to see more videos like that? Or are you afraid to be put on this same list I'm on? If I get killed, I didn't do it, guys. I mean, you can always send them and I'll click on them or whatever, but I'm really, honestly, I'm stuck in on this shit. All right, here is Moskowitz calling out Pam Bondi's. Oh, nice. Okay, I see that guy. I see that face. That's not that face. It's not that guy. Okay, it's this guy here. All right, cool. So we can start from here. We'll watch some of this, and then we'll end with Moskowitz here. Can you link me this vid? Oh, yay. Do you want the full one, or you want just the Moskowitz one? Because this is the full one from AP. After Bald, yeah. He's after Bald. All right, let's hear how Pam Bondi answers that fucking question.
Excuse me. Secretary Lutnick has addressed those ties himself.
I'm asking you, has the Justice Department specifically asked Secretary Lutnick about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein?
He has addressed those ties himself.
Has the DOJ asked Secretary Phelan about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't know whether he has addressed those or not.
Has the Deputy Secretary Feinberg talked to the Department of Justice about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein? Yes or no? Has the Department of Justice talked to Deputy Secretary Feinberg about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein, which are clearly spelled out in the files? It's a very simple question. It's not a trick question. I'm just asking you.
Yeah, I'm stunned that you want to continue talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Epstein
Okay, I'm reclaiming my time. I'm
asking
asking you not a trick question, a simple question. Okay, so what is...
God damn, Miss Ballant. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking putting the screws to her. I love it. I love it. I think her, Cash, and Noam get the axe. They may just secretly have Cash's new #2 run it. Honestly, yeah. She's based as fuck, Fel. I'm loving it. This is giving me some white pill, all right? This is giving me white pill. right, dude? Right? To fucking pause like that and then try to deflect, man? Like, that means you're fucked. That does not look good.
Clear is, we have evidence.
Do you know
that
who Chris Malin is?
We have evidence that 3 senior officials within the Trump administration have ties to Jeffrey Epstein. And what
does ties mean?
I can conclude
What does
from what
ties
you are
mean?
saying that you have not talked to them.
What does ties mean? Can
I
you
think
define
Americans would be shocked to learn.
It's absolutely insane that Pam Bondi is talking back like this in this fucking hearing where she's not supposed to be talking except for when she's answering. Compare this to fucking what's his name? Jack Smith, the Jack Smith hearing, like just what was it? Or last month? Bro, it's night and day. It's night and day. It's insane. Holy fuck. This hearing is the hearing that does Pam in for sure. For sure. Deborah Ross, 2nd District for NC. Zuckerberg, nice. Holy shit, dude. This is...
That you are not interested in talking with these officials who have ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
What does
across
ties
the
mean?
world,
Can you define that?
across the world,
Can you
prominent
define
men
ties?
who've been
Time
exposed
belongs to
in the files have resigned their jobs in disgrace. And that's a good first start. And that same
Disgrace is
standard,
not saying the word
this
Chris
same
Malin.
standard should apply here. And Americans want accountability.
Who is Chris Malin?
Was the president
he?
aware? Please stop talking. It is not your time to ask
was
questions. It is not your time. I'm reclaiming my time, Mr. Chair.
One second.
Time belongs to the gentlelady from Vermont.
Was the president aware of Secretary Lutnick's ties to Epstein when he chose him to lead the Department of Commerce? Was he aware?
Chris Malin was a border...
Motherfucker, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What does that even mean? What are you talking? It's Chris Malin. We're not talking about Chris Malin, you stupid motherfucker. She could have come with milquetoast answer, toe to simple line. Instead, she chose to fumble and stumble and be combative and lie. Yes, dude. Beef supreme. Also, Elaney, Pam Blondie, 100%. Holy fuck. Holy shit.
Patrol
Okay,
agent.
so I'm going to conclude that the president, in fact, did know about his ties because he was the next door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness.
Holy shit. Jeb Kush, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're here. We're not queer, but well, maybe some of us are. I don't know. I don't care, but we're watching this shit. It's crazy. I'm waiting for the supercut of the burn book. 100%, man. Have you considered the Dow is over 50,000 though, Sen? No, I didn't. Fuck. Oh, guys. Who cares if there's a giant pedophile sex trafficking ring? The Dow Jones is up to 50,000, baby. That's just winning numbers. Holy fuck.
Goodness sakes,
You're
this
from
is
a tiny,
pathetic.
beautiful
This is
state.
pathetic, Mr.
Committee will
Chair.
be in order.
I am not asking trick questions here.
You
The
got your
American
5
people
minutes.
have a right to know the answers to this.
Yes, Space Queen.
These are senior officials in the Trump administration. This is not a game, Secretary.
God damn. Balin from Vermont, you're my fucking hero. If you run for anything ever at all that's national, I'm voting for your ass, dog. Holy fuck. Nutlick is also so fucking ridiculous. The liar. True. Jeb said, this is like saying I should pass English because I'm passing math. Yes, literally, bro. It's so fucking dumb. It's so fucking stupid. Like, not even trying. It's like not even trying. It's like the kid shows up at second period and goes, well, at least I show up to the first period teacher, dog. I want to know how many PDFs per every 1,000 points they get to cover up. I don't know, man. They must be getting like holy fuck, this is just crazy.
I'm Attorney General.
My apologies.
I'm Attorney General. What is that awesome fucking bass line? King who has to announce he is one is not a king. An Attorney General who has to announce she's an Attorney General is not an Attorney General.
I couldn't tell.
Oh! Oh my god! Holy shit! Bro! I am... God damn! God damn, bro! Holy shit! Bow to the queen, ladies and gentlemen. Bow to Miss Balint from Virginia or Vermont or wherever the fuck. Bow down. Because holy fucking shit. Dude, why did Pam Bondi bother responding after this? Why did she bother respond? I wouldn't say a word. I would just shut the fuck up. I would just shut the there's nothing to say after this, dog. You just got fucking just eviscerated. You got dumpstered, bro. That is legitimately, I'm surprised nobody in fucking Congress didn't go, damn, because I would have been going, damn, like, holy fuck. Beef Supreme says, I'll be honest, if I was Pam, I would have started a closed-door investigation into Bill Clinton and Epstein, then simply answered everything with the FBI does not comment on ongoing investigations. Pam is so stupid. Beef, yeah, it's ego and foolishness, dog. I would never let Congress subpoena Bill when they could have used him as the reason to keep all this stuff hidden. Pam is a moron. Yeah. Dude, I mean, all they've done is essentially, like what's happened now, right? Is they went from, ooh, the Epstein files are, you know, what got us elected, to, ooh, the Epstein files are actually a nothing burger, to, okay, maybe there is something, to, okay, we redacted everything, to, I know we were not allowed to redact everything, but we're still going to do it, to, okay, fuck you for questioning me about what I redacted, but did you know that fucking AG Barr was also on the files? And Massey was so base when he was like, fucking kill them all then. Go all the way back, brother. I don't give a fuck. He said, go all the way back to Bush. Put them all in the wood chipper, baby. I don't care. And Massey is a fucking gangster for that. Like, it's just so fucking crazy. The fumble she's making is either 10,000% intentional, or Pam really is a complete blonde bimbo. Yo no sé. I really don't know with these fucking goobers, bro. You can never know with these goobers. They're insane.
By
the fucking silence. Hold on, we gotta scroll back because that shit got me. I gotta scroll back a little bit.
with these officials who have ties to Jeffrey.
Hold on, because that was insanely vicious. I love it.
Excuse me. Secretary Lutnick has addressed those ties himself.
I'm asking you, has the Justice Department specifically asked Secretary Lutnick about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein?
He has addressed those ties himself.
Has the DOJ asked Secretary Phelan about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein?
I don't know whether he has addressed those or not.
Has the Deputy Secretary Feinberg talked to the Department of Justice about his ties to Jeffrey Epstein?
That silence just speaks fucking volumes.
Is he aware?
Chris Malin was a Border Patrol agent.
Okay, so I'm going to conclude that the president,
the fucking Border Patrol thing is so stupid.
in fact, did know about his ties because he was the next door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
You're
this
from
is
a tiny,
pathetic.
beautiful
This is
state.
pathetic, Mr.
Committee
Chair.
will be in order.
I am not asking trick questions here.
You
The
got your
American
5
people
minutes.
have a right to know the answers to this. These are senior officials in the Trump administration.
Hold on.
This is not a game,
Hold.
Secretary.
I need to be allowed in here if she said something about, did I ask Biden? I'd say I got texts going back years about this, and you've indicted as many people as Garland on this. True. Oh my God. Yes or no questions are so easy, making it hard as Matt suspicious. Exactly, dude. When you're fucking doing this shit and you're acting really sketchy and weird about it, it's just fucking bad looks. It's just bad looks.
I'm a
Is JK and Senpatio gonna have a call? I mean, yeah, sure, we can do that. I need to be allowed in here if she said something about, did I ask Biden? I'd say I got texts going back years about this, and you've indicted as many people as Garland on this. Orbiters unite. True. True.
Attorney General.
My apologies, I couldn't tell.
God damn.
I have ties to Jeffrey Epstein, and what I
What
can
does ties
conclude
mean?
Talking, it is not your time to ask
was he?
questions. It is not your time. I'm reclaiming my time, Mr. Chair.
It would absolutely be a glaze sesh. Zigo, what is up? Thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good one. We're just watching this base shit.
Second.
Time belongs to the
So many mic drops this hearing. Yes, dude.
gentlelady from Vermont.
Was the president aware of
Vermont. Miss Balint from Vermont. I'm good. How are you? Doing good. Doing good. Just You know, watching fucking Ms. Balin here go off on Pam Bondi. We've seen it like 3 times. I just love it so much.
Secretary
It's a fucking mic
Lutnick's
drop
ties to
moment.
Epstein when he chose him to lead the Department of Commerce. Was he aware?
Chris Malin was a Border Patrol agent.
Okay, so
He
I'm
was
going to
shocked,
conclude
and
that
she
the president, in
never
fact,
mentioned
did
him.
know.
I am from Georgia, down south. Loving it here. It's weird weather right now, but it always is. Paulus JK said, yeah, but we've talked a little bit. We'll get there soon enough. Very true. It would be a glaze sesh, but we'd get there. We'd get there. COG members, it's time to unite into our Megazord. The pile. Forget the Power Ranger Megazord. Oh, God. What about you, Zico? What about you, man?
About his time.
If you're not from the United States, that's okay, too. I'm cool with everybody.
Because he was the next door neighbor.
Shame on you.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
You're
This
from
is
a tiny,
pathetic. This
beautiful
is
state.
pathetic, Mr.
Committee
Chair.
will be in order.
I am not
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. Salud. Hope things are going well. Hope things are going good, my friend.
asking trick questions here.
You
The
got your
American
5
people
minutes.
have a right to know the answers to this.
Hey, Fashion 40, what up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna let this play all the way through. I keep pausing.
These are senior officials in the Trump administration. This is not a game, Secretary.
I'm really sorry it's been so, I know, I can't let things play through. I suck so much, dude. Fashion, I'm really, really sorry that your day has been difficult, bro. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. All right, I hope it gets better. Hey, remember that there is always there's always sunshine at the end of the storm. All right? It takes time, and some days suck, but hopefully today you can at least know that Pam Bondi looks like a total fucking moron, along with Kash Patel, and it's kind of fucking great. I had a shitty day too, bro. Let's rip a dab together in solidarity. There you go. For all my sin porchies, my porch buddies, my buddies out here on the Senpatio. Cheers. Take a big drink. Hit a dab. Take a big drag your cigarette and/or favorite smoking device. As long as it's not meth, I don't think you should be smoking meth, personally. But yeah, have a good one. Do you support the Republicans or the Democrats more? Yeah, this week's been shit, so I'm living up to my name. Base, Jeb. Zigo, so I started, interestingly enough, probably at... Were you gonna go? No, I was not, Beef! What the fuck? That's terrible. Definitely gonna take you up on that. Good, Fashion, I'm glad. But Zigo, I support Democrats more now. In the past, I had supported more Republicans. Republicans don't have a spine anymore. They're much more kind of just dick-sucking Trump. And I don't like Trump personally. I think he's a bad leader for what I personally want out of the country, what I personally want out of America. So yeah, I guess I have to lean more Democrat because we're a two-party system, baby. That's the only choices I get. Fuck. I feel like my views align more with Republicans, but I don't like Trump. So like that's me. But like the problem is that there's no Republicans being Republican, you know? They need a strong third party. Yes. Zigo, bro, trust me, dog. You're fucking preaching to the choir right now. I'm more like a libertarian minded, like a libertarian. I was right, now I'm more lib left. I just want the government to fuck off, and I want people to be able to do what they want, basically, as long as it's not hurting other people or really hurting themselves too much. Like some amount of self-harm is like, I guess, kind of just part of being human, like being stupid. But there's like, there's limits. Because Serbians are usually right-wing. I mean, hey, it makes sense. I'm not surprised, and I welcome all views here. Like, as long as you can back up why you like feel a certain way, I'm always down to talk to people. It's fun. On the weekend's gonna be sick. I get to wash my car. Base, Jeb. I hope it's fun, man. I hope it's fun. It's too cold by me. I think it's gonna get cold for me. For now, I think we are slowly learning to be just policy, not best method. Granted, yeah, we need to be policy-minded, but people are just not policy-minded. Zigo, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 7:30 p.m. to about 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure what that translates for you. But I also sometimes stream on the weekends. I sometimes stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I might stream tomorrow because I can't stream this Friday. But yeah, I'm all over the place. I stream a good bit. I try to. It's fun. Ooh, Beef. Good fucking birthday gift. But let's get back to Miss Balin here.
Attorney General.
My apologies, I couldn't tell.
I did hear somebody laugh there. Somebody laughed at her.
By 2008, we knew that Epstein was a convicted sexual abuser. And we now know that Lutnick went to Epstein's Island in 2012.
Ooh.
How was that not a deal breaker for the president? And why aren't...
Holy shit! How can one woman be so fucking based? Oh, that sounds fun, Jeb. Kinda. I mean, if you like doing that stuff. I don't know if you're an extrovert. I'm an extrovert, so I don't mind it. But dude, the fucking Balin.
Are you asking questions?
Oh my god.
Of the Commerce Secretary about what he saw when he was at the island, which he lied about not ever going to. Why are you not asking these questions? And I see that my time is almost expired, so I will say this. Do the right thing, Attorney General. Meet with the survivors. They have been asking for a year. Meet with the survivors. Do the right thing. I yield back.
Based! Holy fuck! Oh my god, bro! Holy shit! That was fucking wild. Zigo, please tell me something interesting. I love hearing interesting thing. Beast free, I'm a social butterfly. Yeah, me too. I'm very extrovert. Nice, Jeb, bro. I'm a huge yapper. I'm a certified yapper. That's why I do this. It's because I yap too much. She wanted this to be on record. Yeah, no, I'm really happy. Yes, the yield back mic drop, dude. I'm telling you, man. She's my Dami mommy, bro. I'd let her lecture me into an early grave. I'd let her lecture me all the way into an early grave, man. Especially since they campaigned on it. Yes, bro. They fucking campaigned on this shit and they can't even uphold it. So it's like, what the fuck? All right, there was somebody else who was based. Was it this guy? No, that's Roy. That's Garcia. That's probably not it. This guy, Mouskowitz. We want to see Mouskowitz. Let me just scroll back a little bit. We'll scroll back a little bit more, maybe, to like here. Okay. Reportedly, almost all Serbians from the USA voted for Trump, but during the Biden-Trump elections, they said from our capital, Belgrade, they like somehow corrupted a part of the votes to help Biden win against Trump, so it's kind of funny. What? I don't even... Wait, okay. All Serbians from the United States voted for Trump, but during the Biden-Trump elections, they said from our capital, Belgrade, they like somehow corrupted a part of the votes to help Biden win against Trump? I don't even know how that would work. That's kind of crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. I don't know. Huh. Jesus. Oh my god. It's too much for my brain right now. You got me, bro. I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be like a fun fact about the country, not like, hey, by the way, the elections were a little fucky-wucky. That's crazy. Bud123 said, this is kind of pointless. We may learn more if they ask simpler questions, not open-ended questions than dunks. So, Bud, I think it's more like this is for like getting it out to the American public, because I'm pretty sure members of Congress at this point have been able to read some of the like unredacted documents. And so this is like essentially to like make it known that, and put it on record that like these people in particular are questioning and wanting to know why Pam Bondi is doing all this shit. That's why I was saying Pam is making a huge fumble by being so combative and getting caught up. Yeah, it's the beginning of the end. If you notice, she gives short, concise answers to sympathetic members. She filibusters when it's oppo. Yeah, exactly. In some debate rule Ro Khanna was using, it's all to have it on the record. That's cool. I like that. But this is not about answering questions. They already know the answers. It's about getting her record on TV. Yeah. She can say anything. She has a binder full of women. I mean, Burns to use at the time with. Essentially, yeah. Well, I mean, that's why she was talking about like that one Border Patrol officer who got shot when the other lady was asking about something else entirely. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking dumb. It's such a waste of time. Why lie this hard when you can just be honest? Why lie this hard when you can just be fucking honest, bro?
2025.
Without objection.
Notice article from October 3rd, 2025. Trump's directive on organized political violence could lead to increased surveillance of his critics.
Without objection.
Washington Post article, September 25th.
Black Pill said this is pointless. Maybe it'll convince voters. That's my hope. My hope is that it convinces voters.
2025. Trump targets domestic terrorists, but only mentions
the files. He
let me
kill me,
scroll back.
Douglas.
His enemies terrorists. His enemies terrorists. Does that mean he can kill them?
Without objection, the gentleman from Florida is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Attorney General Bondi.
Good afternoon.
Oh, you're right. Good afternoon. It's been a long day. I wrote this morning. We've known each other a long time, and
why is bro of the Harry Potter books? I'm interested.
I'll always be appreciative for your assistance when you were Attorney General in Florida after the shooting at my high school at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, in my hometown of Parkland, when we passed a bipartisan bill, the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas School Safety Act, which was the largest policy response to a school shooting in American history.
I blame YouTube not giving easier scrub buttons. I hate the scroll up. Yeah, dude, Fellrunner, it sucks so much. It sucks so much. This is so me coded, not gonna lie. I kind of love it. I kind of love it, Jeb. You'll see, not the Harry Potter books, but me getting the time of day wrong. I do that shit all the time. I say good afternoon at like 11:15. I'm like, I'm over it. It's not morning anymore. I'm not saying it.
Your department also prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law a constituent of mine and former felon that had plans to kill me when he was picked up by law enforcement after he was target practicing in his backyard with 2 rifles, a scope, a silencer, 3,000 rounds of ammunition, an anti-Semitic manifesto. My name was the only name on their target list, and my kids found out about this from their friends at school. So thank you. However.
However, like, hey, I appreciate it, but that was so good. That was so good. I work at a restaurant. If I close, I go in at 2. I will say good morning. It's my thing. I love that, though. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny, though. I love that. Politics.
The most transparent administration in American history. Before Trump, we didn't know the word transparency, apparently. It's been 12 months since you gave Republican influencers part 1 of the Epstein files. You said the list was on your desk. Then a memo came out and said that there was no list. Phase 2 of the binders never happened. The President of the United States says the Epstein thing is a hoax. He blasts his own base for wanting the release of the files. He blamed Barack Obama. Republicans voted against the release of the files in the Rules Committee. Then they refused to even return to the Rules Committee until they could be protected from future votes on the release. Speaker Johnson sends Congress home a day early before break. They sent the Deputy Attorney General to meet with Maxwell. She says something favorable about the president. Miraculously, she gets transferred to a minimum security facility.
This is fucking brutal. All of this shit coming together is just so brutal. And like, if you've been paying attention like me, you've been seeing it and you've gone like, oh, this is really fucked up. This is really fucking stupid. Like, why is nobody freaked out? And it's because like people just don't ever fucking, I don't know. It's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating the way people are like blind to, you know, trying to fucking find information. It's just crazy. I hope y'all understand that Pam can't be open on the subject. Her hands are kind of tied to a point. There are people in the chambers that don't have clearance to hear everything Pam can say. That's definitely sure. Like, this is an open hearing with cameras. The real questions get asked after the cameras leave and the real hearing is had. True.
No one can explain why, miraculously, the leaks to the Wall Street Journal stopped. We come back from break. We have the Massey discharge petition. Republicans drop a rule, a non-binding resolution trying to kill the Massey discharge petition. The White House says passing the Massey discharge petition is a hostile act.
Dude, he's just going in right now. Mouskowitz is killing it right now. Holy fuck. Jeb Kush, because people don't actually look into information. True. I have a bad habit of arguing with people on Facebook because sometimes I have nothing better to do when I'm taking a shit. And dog, I had one dude just post fucking like shitter boomer memes, like AI generated boomer memes. And I was like, oh, no wonder you're fucking stupid. Like, this is where you get your information from, dog. Like, you just save memes and you regurgitate them. Like, no fucking wonder you're insane. No wonder you think the president's a good guy. Holy fuck. Bro, you saw the fucking AI picture of the, you know, fish Jesus when Trump was elected and you went, that was real. That was real. God came back. He became his fish form and he said, holy shit, I'm so glad Trump is elected. Like, that's what they fucking believe. Holy fuck. Will Fergeners can be a little rampant. Bro, it's insane. It's insane. The worst thing we ever did was pretend everybody's opinions fucking mattered because not everybody's opinions do. The same hearing happens in an open session and a closed session. Yeah, we'll never know the full extent.
Stop the necessary 218 signatures. According to Republican members that signed it, the White House brought them into the Situation Room, you know, the place where the president goes for time of war, promising things like appropriations or maybe even...
Jeb, however, I find it annoying how much news is paywall. That's why you just use AP, baby. AP.com, Associated Press. No paywalls, never. It's so good. 50-50 people actually informed versus regurgitating shit. Yeah, 100%. And I feel like it's more like 70-30 people actually informed on the 30, people regurgitating shit on the 70.
The primary.
I'm probably part of the 70. Like, we're all probably a little bit, we're all part of the 70% sometimes. Hopefully we're a little bit more 30%, but people can be part of the 70% too.
People in the room say you were there. It didn't work. We get the 218 signatures. We eventually passed the Massey petition. You guys didn't release the files. You were forced by Congress. Every member of the House except one and the entire Senate. The reason the president signed it is because it was a veto-proof majority. We can't agree on anything, and yet the entire House but one member and the whole Senate forced the administration to release the files. Kash Patel under oath said to Senator Kennedy, the FBI is not in possession of any credible evidence that Epstein trafficked girls to anyone but himself. We know now that's not true. According to documents, Epstein had a worldwide sex trafficking ring. Girls from Poland, Czechoslovakia, Russia, Paris, modeling agencies sending him girls. He even had a relationship with a summer camp where he groomed girls at a picnic table. Ghislaine Maxwell says 29 Epstein associates cut secret DOJ deals. Turns out there is a list. 6 names readily available if you unredact them. Co-conspirators named, but we got them when you unredact them. Maxwell recently tells a House Oversight Committee that she wants clemency to release more names. Kash Patel under oath said Trump's name appears less than 100 times in the files. We now know that's not true.
Dude, like, this is insane. This is just all insane. And remember, he started this with, hey girl, thanks for your help. By the way, like, holy fuck.
Trump's name appears more times in the Epstein files than God's name appears in the book about God.
What the fuck? You're shit, no.
Okay, by the way, this is the Trump Bible. Move over, King James. Trump's name also appears more times in the Epstein file than Harry Potter's name appears in the 7 books about Harry Potter.
What? No shot. I have to fact check that because that just confirms all my priors. All right, I'm fact checking that because if it's true, holy fuck, how many times does Trump's name appear in the Epstein files? Ridiculous in every way. Let me see if there's any good 1,500 times at least. That was in November 12th. This is true, but it's also millions of documents. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. It is probably a lot. About to pop an Adderall and read everything myself. Bro, 100%, dog. 100%. I don't fucking blame you. I just, like, this is just nutty. This is just nutty. I mean, it probably is, millions of documents or whatever, but still.
Lutnick says that in 2008, he went to Epstein's home, says he had a massage table in the living room, that Epstein said he got one every day, that it was the right type of massage. He and his wife decide to leave and say they'll never be in a room with him again. Howard then says, I'm sure the Epstein stuff is all on video. He was the greatest blackmailer of all time. Well, how would Howard know that? But now the files are public, and in 2012, we find out that he and his family are on Epstein Island after Epstein pled guilty to state charges. I'm from Florida. I take my family to Disney World, not to Epstein Island. There are documents in the files that dispute the president's claim.
It's just insane how fucking quickly this is unraveled. And Republicans were right when they said, if we fucking took out everybody who was a part of the Epstein files, then the entire administration would have to go. Good. Fuck these people. These motherfuckers were complicit with a goddamn pedophile rapist who then trafficked women, young girls, I should say, not women, trafficked young girls. It's just insane. And people go, it's not true though. Even though I guarantee you, if I took the time to search their profiles, back in their profiles, it would say, man, I can't wait for the Epstein files to come out. I always knew it was true. It's like, you lying bitch. You're saying it's not true because you know you're about to get fucked. You're asking for proof now because it's not just Bill Clinton. It's your daddy boy Trump too. It's your big daddy Trump too, who probably sucked off Bill Clinton because he's fucking F-slur.
That he kicked Epstein out of his club. Allegedly, the president said that he asked Epstein to leave. Supported now, that's disputed though, statements from the manager of the club. Now, Madam Attorney General, I have like 25 seconds left. So because I'm curious, And I'd like to see, flip to the Jared Moskowitz section of the binder. I'm interested to see what staff provided on the oppo on me, and because we're in the Olympics, I'm gonna give it a grade. I just wanna see how good it is. So give me your best one.
So first of all, nothing is funny about mocking the Bible.
She's so fucking done, bro. She's so fucking done, bro.
And holding up a Trump Bible. That's what you did. You made a joke, and I find offense to that.
I find it offensive. Please put it in the record. I find it offensive. What a pussy. What a pussy. Brother Kaiju, left, right, I don't care. We got to get him out. If corrupt, going to be busy. Community efforts, true and based.
That's all I have to say.
I want it from the burn book.
Shame.
I want it from the burn book, which is the best one. What you got?
Has expired. The gentleman from Wisconsin is recognized.
I heard that 0.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to clear something up that was said earlier and is frequently said and is manifestly not true. And that is the supposed small number of crimes committed by immigrants or illegal immigrants.
Oh my fucking God, dude. Let's see. What is this guy here? He looked like he might be getting heated. Goldman? Someone said Goldman was good. Is Goldman good? We might watch Goldman too. I'm scrolling through chat. I thought I saw Goldman. I might be wrong though. Hugo, if you're still here, kisses. I love you, buddy.
A year ago, I did.
Thank you for asking that. Against the weaponization that happened under the Biden.
A year ago.
Was led, and the department issued new guidelines protect.
Bondi, I went over to the department yesterday for a couple of hours to review some of the unredacted materials.
Y'all got me fucking rubbing my hands together like it's goddamn Christmas. I'm about to open some presents. Let's go!
And I am looking forward to your detailed explanation for why you have withheld almost half of the documents, which is required by the bill. Now, obviously, there are 3 million documents, so I didn't get through much. But one thing I didn't see was the client list that you said you had on your desk a year ago. I did, however, find a couple of important documents. An 86.
Thank you for redeeming the posture check. I checked my posture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that one. People suck. Kisses.
Page prosecution memo from the Southern District of New York and a draft indictment from Florida against Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators. For reasons that I cannot understand nor are permitted by the bill.
That will be the only redemption. All good, brother. I'm poor now. Well, you did blow your load on like 80 waters or whatever. That was funny as fuck though. I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you're doing good. I've been fucking busy with work. It sucked, but we're here. Hydrate or dihydrate. True.
They were still redacted, even for members of Congress. So, Ms. Bondi, will you commit right here to immediately providing those 2 documents in unredacted form to members of Congress?
Hey, Base, dude. How's that been going, man? I'm glad you're working. It fucking... McDonald's isn't great, but having money is better than having none at all. I hope it's going well. Lurking on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you for the links, brother.
Not a complicated question.
Well, I guess it is for you because you have a law degree and those are privileged.
Okay. They're...
Wait a minute. What? Wait, what? How is that an answer? Hold on. What the fuck was that?
To your detailed explanation for why you have withheld almost half of the documents, which is required by the bill. Now, obviously, there are 3 million.
Bud said I only work for the Krusty Krab based.
Documents, so I didn't get through much. But one thing I didn't see was the client list that you said you had on your desk a year ago. I did, however, find a couple of important documents. An 86-page prosecution memo from the Southern District of New York and a draft indictment from Florida against Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators. For reasons that I cannot understand nor are permitted by the bill, they were still redacted, even for members of Congress. So, Ms. Bondi, will you commit right here to immediately providing those 2 documents in unredacted form to members of Congress?
That is okay, so he's asking, there are 2 documents that should be unredacted for members of Congress. Will you do so? Her answer.
Not a complicated question.
Well, I guess it is for you because you have a law degree and those are privileged.
Okay.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What does that mean? Those are privileged. Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But like, what kind of fucking answer is that? What does that even mean? Like, holy shit. Oh, this is wild.
They're not privileged, but we will discuss that later. I also found an email that I have right here from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell that was unredacted.
Dude, Kingdom Hearts boy, I'm telling you, bro, this shit's wild. This shit's wild. Where did that come from? Exactly.
And it included notes of statements that Donald Trump made about his prior relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, there is no reason for this to be hidden from the American people. There is no privilege, there is no attorney-client privilege, and I see you're checking with your staff, and I can assure you, staff, this is not under attorney-client privilege because it was sent from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. Will you commit to publicly providing the unredacted version of this so that the American people can understand the extent of Donald Trump's lies about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein?
You're about as good of a lawyer today as you were when you tried to impeach President Trump in 2016. Have you apologized for that in 2019?
So will you unredact this? Will you
were
unredact
lead
this?
counsel on that. Privileged.
I'm asking you, will you unredact this?
Privileged.
Privileged, of course.
God, bro, this is so fucking bad. This is so fucking bad. She's acting like such a fucking little asshole thinking this shit's gonna work. Bro, all it does is make you look terrible. She's crashing out because there's actual consequences. Exactly. Dude, this is the beginning of the end. As Beef has already said, other people I'm pretty sure have said, maybe Politics JK. Like, this is the beginning of the end for Pam Bondi. This is the beginning of the end. This will be the mark of the end of her career, and this is going to be just another footnote in the long, slow demise that is the fucking second Trump term. Like his numbers have gone so low, the Gallup isn't even going to report on him anymore. Apparently, I've gotten a couple text, fucking, oh my god, I've gotten a couple text, like surveys. And I've just been putting them at 1. This reminds me of that Shield Hero episode where that corrupt princess and king got raked over the coals. Basically, yeah. She's going to be the fall girl and tossed based. Same exact vibe, 100%. We were a superpower. Dog, people feared us, all right? Now they're just scared of now they're scared for their children because apparently we're just going to back a fucking giant pedophile sex ring. Jesus Christ. It all started with tricking the influencers. Once you lose them, you're done. Yeah, dude, when fucking Joe Rogan stopped being like super pro Trump, I mean, he still is pretty hard to Trump dick suck. Like, it's still bad though. Russia and China is a little better, it seems, with the amount of dog. That's what I'm sitting here right now with, Mr. Kingdom Hearts boy. All right, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I've been talking so much shit for my entire life about how great America is, how Russia and China suck balls, but I don't. Maybe I guess in like Russia's case, right? It's just the oligarchs who get to be the fucking pedophiles, not like the other random people too. I don't know what's going on with China. I just know China just gives me the heebie-jeebies. But like, fuck, dude. How are we fucking up this bad? China does have the better EVs. I mean, they're about to save the fucking graphics card industry, so I guess I'll let them take Taiwan. If I can get a better graphics card for cheap, I'll let them take Taiwan, okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, Taiwan. I respect you, and I'll always remember you. And if I ever get back into teaching, I will talk all about how much I loved West Taiwan, or I'm sorry, East China, aka Taiwan. But yeah, man, if I get the cheap graphic cards, I don't know. I'm pretty consumerist. Oh my god, the rest of the world is choosing China. Yeah, I don't blame them. China probably has their own. Yeah, they do. The fact that semiconductors are a monopoly is gross. I agree with that, but also it's kind of important for U.S. national security. So it's gross, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but I kind of get it. And maybe I shouldn't, but I'm also American, so like, you know, I'm I'm somewhat ashamedly a little bit maybe too like pro-America, but when we suck balls, all right? When we suck, bro, we fucking like we take the whole fucking cock and shit down, all right? We're tickling the fucking balls as we take it all the way down to the shaft and the pubes are up our noses. That's how hard we suck when we suck sometimes, okay? But nobody can suck like the fucking United States, all right? Nobody's gobbles glizzies like Trump, okay? Nobody's a better glizzy gobbler than Trump. As long as pro-America doesn't mean pro-Epstein, I think it's fine. I'm definitely not pro-Epstein, brother. I'll tell you that much. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Put all pedophiles in the wood chipper. Feet first. On slow mode, please.
I look forward to discussing this more. Now, these are obviously improper redactions.
And let me stop for a minute.
I'm talking.
If we don't get to fusion/hydrogen, mankind will eventually revert to the Stone Age. Gamer Jam, yeah, I kind of agree there. Fun fact, something I work with, but not really, that we're looking into kind of, but also not really. It's still very early, is like hydrogen cells. Because that might be the future in terms of like doing alternative power. Outside of like thorium reactors. Thorium reactors would be a good call. Make a giant paper shredder. No, Jeb, we want this to be slow.
If they're not privileged,
quiet.
Don't yell at me. If they're not,
Don't yell at me. Fuck you, dude. You've been a little you're covering for a pedophile. Jesus. Oh my God, this might actually crash the economy. I'm okay with this, but because I don't want to be in an America that is built on the back of shit like this. Yes, dude. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It is our patriotic duty as Americans to say, this is not right. This is bad. We should not support this. We did it once. We've done it actually quite a few times throughout our history. Now is a great time to do it too, because our fucking world leaders are coming to America, fucking children, and then getting away with it right now. Some of them are not. Some of them are being held to account, but none of the ones in the United States are. Our Justice Department is currently defending them. That's not right. That ain't American. All right, the founding fathers would be like, why the fuck haven't you fixed your fucking triangle bayonets already? What the fuck? Jesus. Also, if Pam Bondi is not held in contempt by this, then we really have no future. True. Also, Gamer Jam, yes, I agree. The greed is usually why. Where's Luigi when you need him? He's in prison, but they're doing a bad job. His Glazers do so much for free, only set up the camera, but they would make so much money. Dude, I'm telling you. If exposing pedophilia can bring down a government, it deserves to fall. Base. Wow. A regular person in a civil court would be raked over the coals for just one comment out of line. Yeah, but she gets to sit there and fucking yip because the goddamn head of the questioning committee is a Republican. And you have to dick suck Trump still for some reason. Like, your job is coming to an end. If not this election cycle, then next one, big boy.
Would you stop the clock? This is on your time. It's not on Mr. Gomes.
Even
though you used your improper redactions,
you'll like my answer.
To
if we
continue
review them
to
and they're not
protect
privileged,
Time belongs to the member.
we'll be happy to release them.
We'll stop the clock. We'll stop the clock. Time belongs to the member. Go ahead.
Even though you used improper redactions to protect Donald Trump and other predators associated with Jeffrey Epstein, you did the exact opposite thing with the survivors and victims of this scheme. So their identification information was really the only thing required to be redacted, and it was not. And it's clear this was not a mistake. This was not by accident. This was not because you only had 30 days when you really used 70.
Wait. Mr. Keohars is somehow Jelaine, Luigi, the Venezuelan dictator, Diddy are all in the same prison. Bro, that sounds like a fucking TV show waiting to happen. In like 10 years, there's gonna be a fucking TV show about what they got up to. That's gonna be insane. Is that fucking Arkham? No, but that's how you get the diddler instead of the Joker or whatever. Like, holy fuck. Diddy and Ghislaine Maxwell together? Oh my God. What have we done? What have we done?
And that doesn't even include all the hours last March that you were redacting it. But I'll tell you why it's clear it wasn't a mistake. There is an email entitled Epstein Victim List.
Jeb said the COD 5 fucking the zombie map. Oh my god, the 5 zombies map. Yes, dude. Holy shit. Luigi somehow being the best person in that group. Dude, the one with Castro. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The one in the fucking Pentagon or whatever.
There are 32 names. 1 is redacted. 31 are not. So someone looked at it and decided to redact something. And I will tell you that that is clearly intentional to intimidate.
Well, QC John, my brother, how is it going? How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Things are going pretty well, my man. Things are going pretty well. How was your class? I'm actually getting pretty white-pilled. People are grilling the fuck out of Pam Bondi, dude. It's like somebody wheeled out the man-sized grill in the middle of Congress, and it's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie.
These survivors and victims. Now, in an interview last week...
How will you tell me that's intentional?
In an interview last week, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche...
You can't go off script.
...said that any victim that wants to speak with the department has done so, hopefully. Well, thanks to the incredibly brave people sitting here behind you, we can actually ask them if that's true. Now, would the survivors and victims who are here please stand up one more time? Just by show of hands, how many of you or your loved ones actually have met with the Department of Justice and provided testimony and estimate and evidence? None. And
that's fucking wild, dog. That's fucking wild. Kingdom Hearts Boy said, also one of our founding fathers, Ben Franklin. I love Ben Franklin, dog. I've been throwing that quote, his quote of those who desire security over freedom deserve neither. I've been throwing that shit out like it was the goddamn mail. All right, I'm just fucking throwing that fucking quote out. I love Ben Franklin, bro. Because he was the opposite of all current world leaders. He was a MILF hunter like every God-fearing American should be. He loved full-figured women. I'll tell you what. Ben Franklin's my kind of guy. I'd get a beer with him. Class was good, finally getting in their minds what I'm talking about, so right track in. Based, Weld, based. That's awesome, dude.
And of those of you who have not met, which is everyone, how many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence?
Jeb, he went to France to find the MILFs, all right? Ben Franklin went to fucking England. He went to France. He might have gone to Germany, but I know he especially went to France to find the MILFs. He went there twice.
All of them. And of those all of you who have reached out, how many of you were denied?
Mr. Kingdom Hearts Boy, he is what we would call a pile person, and it's a good thing.
Denied or ignored by the Department of Justice? All of them. And despite the shameful and despicable efforts by Ms. Bondi and her department to intimidate you, how many of you are still willing to speak to the Department of Justice? All of them. Well, Ms. Bondi, it looks like you have some more witnesses to talk to.
Gentleman's time has expired.
And I yield back.
We will go to the good gentleman from North.
God damn! God damn! Another fucking headshot, bro. That was sick. That was great. That was fantastic. That man was fucking wild in a base way. True, Ben Franklin was very wild and very based. Bud123 said he might compete in bodybuilding. If he can get his weight up and keep the same body fat percentage, that would be fucking awesome, dude. I have upper chest striations as natural, not on a cut. Dude, that's pretty fucking good, man. All right, well, drive safe, brother. Please get home safe. Don't text until you get home safe, all right, you motherfucker? You can't see it, but I'm holding a gun. It's not a real gun. It's a finger gun. For YouTube's sake. But yeah. You know what it is? This feels like a child custody court. I mean, a little bit, dude. It's like fucking dunking back and forth. All right. Those were all really fucking good. I don't know if this next one's going to be any good. We'll see if it's any good. Maybe we'll end on this one. We'll see.
North Carolina, Congressman Knott. Thank you.
May I have a moment, Congressman?
Dude, there are like 8 or 9 fucking mic drops here. It's insane.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Here we go. Here's the photograph. This is why he wanted to repeat everything that had been said previously on Epstein. This is his state, New York. You probably don't.
She just randomly pulled out a fucking headshot. This is her response. This is her response. Fuck off, Pam Bondi. You're a terrible excuse for a lawyer. You're a terrible excuse for a human being, but you know that. You fucking wake up every morning and you know that.
Know who this is? Wahid Mohammed from Afghanistan.
Yes, because I'm no longer a prosecutor.
Convicted of assault.
I'm no longer a prosecutor. Get that ass.
Wow, he represents New York. Wow, yet he doesn't care about the illegal aliens convicted of crimes.
I can't stand this fucking person, bro. Just a terrible human being. The burn book response. She pulled that out, went, So what's happening with Bondi? I don't understand. Zigo, Pam Bondi is being grilled for questions regarding the Epstein files. She is answering about random fucking bullshit out of a burn book, which is essentially just like a book of insults and shit. That's all that's going on. People are asking very pertinent questions like, hey, why the fuck are all of these names redacted? Why have you not spoken to the victims of Epstein? Why have you not spoken to the families of the victims of Epstein? And her answer is, look at this random fucking illegal immigrant. He's the bad guy who killed people. It's so fucked up that you don't know who he is. It's bullshit. It's insane. Zigo, what's happening is not normal. This is not the American average. This is insanity. You should know about who this is, but I don't care about being transparent about the Epstein files unless we get caught. Bingo! If you don't give me a GTA stream Friday, then I'm going to two-hand chat the whole way home. If you let me, you don't love me. Well, QC John, I will get you a GTA, but in the future stream Friday. I promise. I promise. That's crazy. It is. Zigo, it is crazy. All right. And it's a bullshit tactic to try to take people away from like the actual answer, because this guy might be asking like very pertinent questions, but Pam Bondi just keeps deflecting. And she could answer, like, all she really has to do is say, I can't divulge this information, it's privileged, but she's not doing it. Yeah, she pulled it, this random fucking illegal alien who has probably done something wrong. He's probably done something heinous, bad guy, disavow, etc., etc. But she's using it as like a gotcha. Mr. King of Hearts Boy said, I love it. It's about time we see the kind of people actually feel what it's like to be a human being who has to face consequences. Based. He probably has done something, but she's trying to use it. Exactly, Zigo. It's like the idea of like, well, I've done something, like, yes, I've done something terrible, but you've done something bad too. And it's like, well, okay, sure, I've done something bad too, but what the fuck does that matter? And that's essentially what it is.
Assault and homicide. No longer
assault and homicide.
A prosecutor, so he doesn't care about his constituents.
Disavow, but he's no longer a prosecutor, so he doesn't care about it. She's going for gotchas. She's trying to like fucking beat him up. It's so bad. She can't have a career after this. I really hope she doesn't, dog. I hope she never does. I hope she never recovers.
Here we go. Arson. El Salvador. Miguel Palacios.
Just random dudes.
To deport them. Convictions account for
rape.
Sanctuary policies. They are often framed in sort of innocuous terms like,
all right, so that's sanctuary shit. I don't give a fuck about any of that because that has nothing to do with what I want. I think this lady might be reaming her out too. Yes, Kalmberger Dove might be getting her. So let's get to that right here. Like it's just, this is not normal. This is not how the United States like is supposed to operate. Generally speaking, if a member of the White House or a member of some committee is called, it's supposed to be a very serious and somber affair. It's usually really fucking boring. Jack Smith, I think in January, like late January, maybe early February, he had, well, it's early February right now. Well, it's mid-February, whatever. Fuck me. He had one of these depositions and it was super boring. He was very chill. He let the people ask their questions. He answered. They asked really hard ones. He waited until they finished. He answered. Like it was very different from this.
Powerful law enforcement responsibilities. So, Attorney General, would you agree that it is important for law enforcement leaders to be honest?
Of course, as well as members of Congress.
Thank you. And would you include yourself as a law enforcement leader?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You know, President Trump has also...
Real quick, before she gets to the inevitable fucking mic drop, I can't wait for it. I'm very excited. Mr. King Hearts Boy said, she also seems to forget at the end of the day she's replaceable. Yes, true. I can see this theory about it's being a performance, but she's genuinely shaken. Yes, because if you are at all human, This is like fucking terrifying. People are grilling you. They're essentially insinuating that you're like one of the worst things a human being can be. And you kind of are, because you're running defense for this. You're running defense for a global pedophile ring. Pam Bondi is a robot. Bud, you're being way, way, way too fucking mean to robots to call Pam Bondi that. She's a fucking slug. All right? She, like, a robot can do something useful for me. Not a slug, though. A slug isn't as useful. It just kind of grosses me out. I mean, I'm sure they're useful to the environment. Like, for example, Pam Bondi is really great for my political environment because, holy shit, I get to roast this all fucking night. It's great. It's easy content. I didn't have to think at all. It's great. Plus, she likely never thought in a million years she would be here. Exactly. She never thought this was going to be her, but she is here, and it's fucking terrifying, I'm sure.
Well, he has referred to himself as the chief law enforcement officer of this country. So do you believe that President Trump is honest?
He is the commander-in-chief of the United States of America, and not only is he keeping this country safe, he is keeping this world safe.
It's a simple question, which you didn't answer.
He is the commander-in-chief.
Last June, Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman, her husband Mark, and their dog were brutally murdered in their home.
Not the fucking dog. Pam Bondi. At least clankers answer questions like Pam Bondi. True. True.
And your USA's office in Minnesota investigated this crime and obtained a 6-count indictment of the murder suspect, stating that he had intent to kill, injury, harass, and intimidate.
Yeah, Jacob, I saw that, dude. Adam can fly. He's about to be a fucking menace. I can't wait. I'm going to be taking the high ground. Just raining hell.
Minnesota legislators, and I have the copy right here. I read through it. Yet a few weeks ago, President Trump suggested...
I did not see the gameplay yet. I have not seen the gameplay yet. You can link it in Discord, and I will find it.
Suggested publicly that Minnesota Governor Tim Walz was behind these murders, posting on his Truth Social account a video raising this conspiracy theory. And it wasn't true. And you know it wasn't true, or else you would not have brought an indictment against the subject. Do you know what else Trump has said? He has said he has cut...
It needs a space at the end, I think. That's my bad.
...gas prices by 1,400%. False. That he won the 2020 election.
Actually, gas is down to $1.99 a gallon, thanks to President Trump.
That he didn't know Epstein.
Maybe $5 in California.
It's my time, Mr. Chair. That he sent water to LA during the wildfires. False. That Governor Westmore of Maryland called him the greatest president of his lifetime. False. So many tales, too many to keep up. But I want to go back to what he said.
Gas prices are not your domain, Pam. Yeah, like, so I will say, I think my gas has, like, it fluctuates all the time. It's fucking based on OPEC anyway. We just kind of deal with it. So that's been fucking, that's just a stupid thing. But Jeb Kush said maybe that student has a chance to become a lawyer if Bondi can do it. On God, dude. If fucking Bondi can be a lawyer, I think anybody can.
About Tim Walz. Do you agree that President Trump undermined public trust in law enforcement by suggesting that Governor Walz was involved?
There's no fucking way. Wait, is Trump? There's no way Trump is going to be on that seat, dog. Not a chance. And if Trump is on that seat, it's going to be such a fucking shit show. But the content, bro, the content. Oh my God, I'm not gonna say it. Ooh-wee.
Involved in the Hortman murders.
I'm gonna squeal like a piggy.
I am not familiar with that statement.
Well, that is a disappointing response, and it is also why your office and Donald Trump have zero credibility, because I know, and you know, it was a right-wing extremist who murdered the Hortmans. And you and the president are being dishonest with the American people. Last fall, after the horrific shooting of Charlie Kirk, President Trump was asked if there were extremists on both the left and the right. And his exact words were, "I'll tell you something that's going to get me in trouble, but I couldn't care less. The radicals on the right oftentimes are radical because they don't want to see crime. The radicals on the left are the problem, and they're vicious, and they're horrible, and they're politically savvy." Do you agree with this statement? You're taking too long, Madam Attorney General. But you know the answer.
The answer to that is yes. The silence is deafening. Politics, JK, fuck. YouTube will crash. Everyone will go live. I'll call in and show up on camera. No, 100%, dude. We'd have a fucking soiree with that shit. Holy fuck, that would be crazy.
Because your own department has addressed the question. In 24, the DOJ's research arm issued a report on domestic terrorism, stating that the far number of far-right attacks continues to outpace all other types of terrorism and domestic violence extremists. The DOJ published the report, and after the president made those comments, the DOJ took the report down. And I sent you a letter asking you a simple question. Why did the Justice Department remove the data that shows right-wing extremists have killed more innocent people than left-wing extremists?
Did you refer to immigration enforcement as domestic terrorism?
You should answer my question.
Yes.
That's so fucking dumb, bro. And that answer, Fell Runner, that fucking answer, dude. Blood 123, the difference is that radicals on the right do not interfere with ICE unless they're anarchists. Those are left-wingers. True, yeah, the people who are interfering with ICE are probably more likely either, well, I don't know. Before Alex Preddy and Renee Good, yes, I would probably have agreed with that statement on like a blanket statement, bud. But thinking of caveats, I could think that maybe there's some right wingers. Like my brother, he's more like right winger, and he's very pissed off. I don't know if he'd go out and protest ICE specifically. Like I don't think he'd like run a fucking op against ICE or some shit. But I think there are probably more right wingers who are starting to like right wingers with principles are starting to kind of be like, ooh, ICE is not really looking good. But this question, while not related to Epstein, I think is still a fair question to ask. Like Fellrunner is saying, it's a level 3 question. It's a question that's saying like, hey, why are you guys trying to affect the flow of information that's kind of crazy? And the answer is bullshit.
You're on my time, but you won't. And what I am asking you to do is put the report back, restore the data. Stop scrubbing important data from your website. Stop taking down reports that you know the American people need to know about. There are violent, dangerous people out here with real threats, and the dishonesty from your agency comes from the covering up of these threats that could hurt American people and put our lives at rest. Do better. And with that, I yield back, Mr.
Young lady yields back.
God damn. She put the fucking hurt down there. I think that's a good one to end on. Unless somebody else has one that's like a really big show up at the very end. If there is one like that, let me know and we'll do that. But I usually start winding down about right now, trying to chill out, relax, get back down since I gotta go to bed. You think they have better mics? No. This is the government, bro. When people say military grade, that means that it was, produced by the cheapest bidder. So it's not necessarily great. But Mr. Kingdom Hearts Boy said ICE's reputation was ruined when they hauled that little kid with the Spider-Man backpack, like when they hauled him off to prison. Yeah, it's bare minimum, yeah. You can't come back from that. I agree. I think, so like INS was what ICE was before it was ICE. I think the idea of like refund INS, melt ICE, something like that is better than like defund ICE, because that calls too closely to defund the police, which is a very unpopular opinion. It's kind of a stupid opinion. Well, not necessarily a stupid opinion. I don't agree with it. I don't think defund the police is like a positive thing necessarily. Like I get the idea of it, but I don't think that just saying defund the police is a good enough way of conveying the real information, and there's no way of making it like snappy. Bare minimum, ICE needs some kind of reform. It needs some kind of accountability. Yeah, exactly. Kingdom Hearts. Like we need the whole fucking problem right now is that our federal government is acting like they're totally unaccountable to anything. And you can't have that. We don't live in a fucking dictatorship. We live in a representative democracy, a republic. This is insane. It's insanity. But, Brother Kaiju, all of our phones somehow have better cameras than most security systems. I'm not sure why. Probably because security systems are produced at a cheaper rate. I want to know which members of ICE are white nationalists. Fellerunner, it's probably a lot, okay? There's probably a lot of ICE that are fucking white natties, all right? I'm just being honest. Where are they? Where are their marches? Looks at Patel. Bro, Patel is so fucking accountable. Still never got put in court for lying under oath. True! Well, like, here's the thing, right? Their whole fucking point is to lie, obfuscate, so they never have to like take accountability, because as long as they lie, it's okay. Whoever will be elected next will be elected based on fucking who calls for accountability. That's what I want. What I want from whoever is running in 2026, whoever's running in 2028, they should be saying, I will hold this administration and everything else, the American, will hold them accountable. We will get accountability back in the White House or accountability back in Congress, whatever. I'll vote for that, because that's what I want right now. I don't really give a fuck about much else other than righting the fucking ship, because we've gone insane. This is not normal. This is not okay. This is fucking bullshit. And so, like, we should absolutely be voting for people, in my opinion, who are saying, hey, look, I'm here because I want to fucking hold these people accountable, hold this administration accountable for their crimes, and if that means holding other people accountable too and burning the entire thing down, well, we'll do that. And I think that's fine. I think that's good. I think that if in order to preserve the republic, we have to get a little drastic, get a little zesty with it, then by God, I'm down to salsa a little bit, baby. Woo! Where are the Tiki Torch protests? Well, those were the white nationalists. They were they're fucking ICE members now, bro. I want an independent president. That would be sick. Because people don't trust either Democrats or Republicans. We need Cop City. Atlanta almost had Cop City, I think. I don't know what we need, man. We need just fucking people to stop being pieces of shit. We need better police officers. True, we do. We do need better cops. We need a lot. We need a lot. All right. We need a lot. RoboCop would have a field day here, bro. RoboCop would be walking through Congress, just fucking, oh my God, terms of service, Fed post, bro. It'd be crazy. That would be a wild day. We need yes, basic human decency. Like, if there's one thing, again, because I want you all to leave this stream and go spread the idea of being a normie, of being radically normal. That's what I want. I want everybody who watches this to be radically normal. And part of that is being radically decent. So you better fucking own up to your bullshit. If you're wrong, own up to it. If you make a mistake, say, hey, mea culpa, I fucked up, bro. I'll do that. And if I don't do that, call me the fuck out. Say, hey, you piece of shit. Why didn't you apologize? Or, hey, you piece of shit. You were wrong there. Why don't you own up to it? I'll own up to it, motherfucker. I'll do it. Because that's what good people do. That's how you improve yourself. You say, you know what? You're right. I fucked up. It's that easy. It's that fucking easy. I'm a normie. I love the MCU. Based, Jeb. Based. Go spread your normieism everywhere, all right? Make more people normal. We want aggressively normal human beings. I fucked up. Let me bake some cookies as an apology. Based. Based, Kingdom Hearts boy. There's nothing that cookies can't fix. Because I'm a fatty and I love my cookies. Yum, yum, yum. Jeb Cush said me replying all saying, oopsie, I made a poopsie. That's just me. That's me in these fucking meetings, bro. I won't regale you with the boring shit about my work, but we've been swapping systems and we're just all sitting. My entire like fucking team is just sitting in a group call, hanging out, just fucking chatting. Just hanging out. It's so bad because it's a new system and everybody's having issues and we're all really nervous. It's awful. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here so that way I don't get, too murdered by my wife. I'm also probably going to do a little bit of a walk on the treadmill to, do a little bit of that. But I'll still stay in chat. I'll see what this says. Fellrunner, I love only really seeing Bad Bummy and SNL skits and Happy Gilmore. So I see him on stage. It's like seeing Will Ferrell very seriously sing pop. That's so fucking funny. Don't become Batman, go to bed. True. Well, I kind of want to, I'm not going to go like out on a walk. I'm going to walk on a treadmill just for like 15 minutes. I'm the data guy and I just changed everything after being here for a few months. Ooh, Jeb. Ooh, nice. I'm sure you're everybody's favorite buddy, right? Everybody loves you, right? Everybody goes, ooh, look, It's Jeb Kush. It's Jeb Kush 20. Wow, changing the whole system. Been using the same system for years. So great. Well, QC John, we'll see you, brother. Glad you made it home safe. I hope everybody has a good one. Again, like the stream, follow, leave a subscribe. They love the new system. Never mind. They really do love you then, Jeb. You're a great fucking guy. You're a great fucking guy. Y'all have a good one. I will catch you again maybe tomorrow. If not, it'll be Saturday because I can't stream Friday. I just remembered. Or I'll have a late stream. It'll be a late stream Friday. We'll stream late Friday night. Here we go. Late Friday night. We'll stream. Have a good time. And I'll see you guys then on the favorite, but now I'm crushed under expectations based. Good night, guys.